Video game developers reach out to me and they say, hey, Serge, we think you're really cool and we think you do a good job of showcasing a game that we're going to be checking out. And sometimes, and very rarely, I agree. I get reached out to far more than I agree to it, and only when I think the game is a good fit and I think it's actually something that like we as a community will enjoy do I actually accept these. And so today we're going to be checking out a game called SpaceCraft. So as a full disclosure, this is a sponsored stream. I'm being paid to show you this. I'm obviously allowed to like have my own opinion on it and stuff like that, but this is a very important disclosure to talk about at the top of this. All right. Let me make sure I've got all of the ready points as well, because I'm a professional. And I totally wrote those down. I wrote down the wrong thing. All right, SpaceCraft is an online space exploration and building game. Explore a vast galaxy of solar systems, planets, mine and craft resources, design and build ships, and automate planetary bases and interplanetary logistics and trade stuff. How interesting is that? Mine, craft, spaceship, automate. Ooh. So this is a single player demo. It does sound like this is going to be more of a multiplayer experience later on, but we're just doing the first thing. So take your first steps in the solar alpha system and freely explore nearby planets with seamless travel between space and planetary surfaces. Discover, scan, mine resources such as iron, copper, and quartz, and then build, pilot, and upgrade your module ship. So we'll see how that goes. I've been getting this recommended in my queue on Steam. It'll be neat to see it played. Heck yeah. All right, let's go, friends. Oh, God. Sorry, I clicked on too many windows too quickly. And what I've done, this is not on the game. This is on me, not the game. I've accidentally launched it on my third monitor, and I don't know how I did this. Oh, my goodness. I went to drag my OBS window over to the other side, and for whatever reason, it got... it made the game launch on the wrong window. Wait. Oh, it just did this again. All right, hold on. I don't know what's happening here. Windows Shift arrow is great for moving them. How do I do that? Windows key Shift arrow. What? You can do that? That's a poutine point. I did not know you could do that. Oh my God. Holy moly. Windows key, shift, and arrow. The poutine point is the highest honor you can get in this community. Thank you, Fallpure. I don't know why, but the game really likes my third monitor, chat. There we go. Wake up, debtors. Uh-oh. Today, we're announcing the results of the Great Gig Lottery. This morning, one of our top 10 maintenance employees will be able to start their own career as an affiliated worker. I know you've been waiting for it because overall productivity is up 12%. You slackers only start working when the results are close, and it shows. You're supposed to work all the time. Anyways, the selected employee for the cycle is me. What color speaks to us? Definitely feeling a little bit blue. Eye color. A little splash of green, a little bit of hair. This is sort of aspirationally what we're going for. Which is my hair color here? Trying to design myself here is always challenging. Maybe that's closer to what we're doing, you know? The bathroom's out of order. Validate. Is this a demo or some kind of test build? This is also part of the demo, Croco King. Yeah. The gig lottery, the employee winner is me, Serge. That's exciting. Congratulations. You're expected to the station's dock immediately. And now back to work. Now give me a second here. Can I make the UI slightly larger? No. Screen settings. Monitor number 3. Nope. Let's get that on monitor number 1. That apparently monitor number 1 is actually not monitor number 2. Let's try that again. Screen settings, display number 2. Okay. This is all fine. Little guy. Sleep fast, make it count. The washroom is out of order, delightful. How's everything looking and sounding, chat? As always, every time you change games, is it smooth or is it looking a little janky? Give me a second. What if I try this? Oh, hi, Molly. Smoother than Wheeler's intro to North 100. Dang, and you know that's smooth, because that man is a professional. Thanks, medic. Oh, hi, who are you? Did you hear that? It's your name. Unbelievable. Does that mean you're free now? Various definitions of the word free. What game sounds are there so far? There's a very light click when I click on menu. Hear it? Hear that click? I had such high hopes. I worked so hard to reach the first spot, but in the end it all goes down to luck, doesn't it? You hear footsteps? Are we space indentured servants? It sounds like we might actually be prisoners again. So we're once again leaning into a lot of the extreme post-capitalist dystopian themes. Bubble B, the good old taste of coffee without the caffeine and without coffee. I'm feeling personally attacked. The UI is a bit small. I was trying to see if I could make it bigger, but it looks like they don't have that in the options, unfortunately. This is so cursed. The taste of coffee without the caffeine or the coffee. Why even bother? Why even go to the future if this is the future that we have? Your stuff faster than ever. Make your own space to craft. Designed to destroy everything that bothers your efficiency. This is going to be a busy shift. 6 damaged ships have docked in the last 3 hours. The big one hit an asteroid in the Kepler belt. The pilot was an affiliate worker who fell asleep after driving 17 hours. Next up, we have a depressurized cabin, fuel exhaustion in the outer space, pirate attack, hull melted. And this one got a rubber duck stuck in the ventilation system. Shiro Games' purpose, making games that we'd want to play, I mean, that is aspirational. As opposed to the very cynical making games that you think will sell. Cash distributor. 1 cash, please. Hello? Cash? Ooh. So that's it? You're just leaving? I didn't think it would actually happen. I haven't prepared anything to say. Whenever I'm outside repairing Babylon's stupid hull, I look into that cold, dark void and remember that you're somewhere in the distance, visiting distant stars. Goodbye, Ruth. The company. You wouldn't leave with an empty stomach, would you? If you want something, if you want to make it long enough, come visit us sometime. You're going to start taking care of yourself. Well, it's nice that we have a good relationship with all of our fellow prisoners. Follow the line. Okay. Exit. Welcome. Debtor, the debt quarters. Okay. To the docks. Is that our ship? This is Stasha. Oh, you're here for the procedure, right? Then let's go. Yes. First off, you won't be able to do much without a ship. And to get that ship, you need a loan. Now, the good part is the company can grant you that loan. Wait, wasn't this a reward? A reward? What makes you think you deserve a free spaceship? Your 10 years of service tightening rusty bolts? We're already offering you a job, isn't that enough? So tell me, how did you end up in the debt quarter? I could be a criminal. I could be a medical. A student debt? All of the above? Oh my God. Geez. Well, this is dire. You know what? Student debt. Nice. That was written in your file, actually. I don't know why they required me to ask. Anyway, given your current debt, the company has established your maximum loan amount is $25,000 dues. Just enough for the ship, okay? But before you get into that, you got to approve your pledge. Consent to the terms and conditions I'm about to read you. Affiliate worker status. My status as an affiliate of the company makes me a full-fledged citizen. Oh, that's good. It will be maintained for as long as I'm able to fulfill the following mission: to extract, transform, and sell ore to the company by any means possible. Sure. What if you refuse? The game just uninstalls. Responsibility. As an affiliate worker, I endorse the full responsibility of any activity conducted while carrying out my duties. The company cannot be held responsible for any environmental, material, or moral damage inflicted upon me by the spaceship. Sure. The loan program. To secure my worker acquisition loan in absence of any material guarantee, I mortgage my life force to the company. In the event of a debilitating injury, illness, death, or irreparable damage preventing me from working, I allow the company to extract enough of my organs to pay my remaining debt? What does moral damage look like? Wow, my brain is so toxic. My first thought was to say Twitch chat, and I don't know why. I'm sorry, you deserve better than that. Just say I didn't say that. I guess I accept. Sure. Sorry. I didn't mean Twitch chat. I meant YouTube comments. Is that better? What, Molly? Don't try and organize my community in some kind of weird rebellion against me, please. We're supposed to work together, comrade. We're supposed to work together against Twitch chat. No. All right, anyways, yeah. Look, if I'm dead, I don't need my organs, right? Right? Well, that's about it. Your pledge is considered signed, which makes you a newly employed affiliate worker. Congratulations! You've just become part of the largest family. Oh, God. Is there anything more toxic than a workplace trying to tell you that you're a family? Continue. Your current rank is recruit, which means you've got plenty of opportunities to grow. Now, I know you've been waiting for it. Just get on the ship and have a blast. All right. The company, today and tomorrow. I love that little guy. This game looks like it has a lot of great little guys. Ready to take off? Yes. Undocking. All right, how does flying feel in this game? Am I flying? No. All right, welcome, recruit. The company's onboarding procedure. By the end of this, you'll be an apprentice. Sure. I'm charged with helping you become a skilled, valuable worker. Please appreciate that the cost of this training is graciously covered by the company. Great. Your first task will consist in navigating space in search of basic resources. If you have any questions, please note that you're not allowed to ask them during training. Okay, control your ship, head towards it. Spacebar is a little boosty. There are no bad questions because there are no questions. Another game that doesn't respect the Roche limit. What's that, Barbarian? Sorry, right. No questions. No questions during training. I'm sorry. You're right. Mining. Gather iron and copper. Low battery. The threshold where a celestial body held together by its own gravity is ripped apart. Okay, hold on. A little bit of a stutter there as the game figured out. Okay, use your radar to find resources. Give me a second here. The game... Options, quality settings. Maybe if I change to full screen. No. Oh goodness. Oh geez. Screen settings, VSync off. Just trying to see if I can smooth out some of the stuff that's happening here. Hi, my love. Oh, is the volume super quiet? There's music.
Oh, there's music. Oh.
There you go. Turn that up there. That's fine. All right, use your mining skill. Oh, there we go. Oh. So I turned the VSync off, and I also changed to full screen. Let me know if, how the game's looking, if it's still looking good. All right, wants me to find copper and iron. Oh. The Roche limit is why planets aren't close enough together to see them without a telescope. Oh, so you're complaining that the planets are too close to each other. Kind of similar to No Man's Sky, eh? Interesting. Planets that are too close together will tear each other apart. You mean the larger planet will just simply eat the smaller planet? Joe's accusing me of piloting my spaceship like I was a wasp or something. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. All right, we found the copper that we need. You know what? I'm not gonna not mine this. I'm curious to see what like the automation stuff looks like. Oh, she's saying I fly organically. How does the flying feel? It feels good. It's a little bit weird. Oh, there you go. You can move backwards. I was gonna say it felt like I should be able to like thrust backwards. It despite maybe the janky perspective, like, because again, it's sort of third person. It doesn't play like a WASD game. And as somebody who's played a lot of Minecraft, it's not like creative flight as well. Like, it's always really interesting how a game wants to handle, like up and down movement as well. Yeah. Storage. I think we're fine. Yeah. I don't know. It feels good is what I'm trying to say. The flying does feel good. So movement works if you hit W. It looks like no, the thruster does wear off eventually. I don't know. It's intuitive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I literally I have to drop. That's really funny. It's like, how much space do you have? You're like, we're fine. How do I drop one? Drop one, please. And then I can grab this. Oh, no, I need one more iron. Please hold. Hi, Kits! Oh my god, thank you for 91 months. Okay, now we need to find a different one. Yeah, logging, your timing on our inventory limit was incredibly spot on. Ferric stone sounds like iron to me. All right, we did it. What do I do with all this raw metal? Conveniently, we can turn it into your ship's first upgrade. Allow us to gather something more interesting than copper and iron. Press K to access the knowledge menu. So I want to buy the modular systems. Craft the Scanalyzer Alpha and install it onto your ship. How do I do that? Permits. Craft. Knowledge Surge. This is us. Ship upgrade. Press K to access the knowledge system, then unlock the modular systems. Now return to the Babylon spaceship. Okay. Presumably, I'm going to take all these resources home. You know what? K for knowledge actually feels really good. Oh, you know what I feel like I should be able to do? I was trying to do the No Man's Sky thing. I was trying to do a barrel roll, you know, as we say, but it seems like it wants to fix the perspective. Wait, is it not letting me fly out any further? Okay, I'm 1 overweight, apparently. There we go. Wouldn't let me actually leave orbit. I was too thick. A Babylon spaceship? I've watched enough Babylon 5 to be wary of that. Not enough ship battery. That's fine. Chat, you can't make Star Wars references because I've never watched it before. I'm sorry. I meant to say Star Trek. Now I've infuriated half of the audience and inflamed them to fight the other half of the audience. How dare you? Look, I said I'm sorry, okay? All right, where do I park? Do I go into the blue? No! God, why is everyone threatening to cancel their sub today? That's how I eat. That's how Joe gets dessert. Serge, you took it too far, Scape? That's fair. That's fair. I'll overlook this. We'll overlook your crimes for Joe. Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Craft the Scanalyzer Alpha. Take the elevator to reach a shipyard. Sure. I've just been called a moon-faced assassin of joy. Please respond. Hello. Can you teach me how to craft the Scanalyzer Alpha? How do I use the shipyard? From left to right, you've got the company's trading agent, a smelter, and a workshop. The bunch of rats we call the company will charge you a fee for using those, supposedly because the power costs, but they also control the power grid, and I can tell you they're making a big old benefit from that as well. Anyway, up on the pier, there's also a terminal you can use for your ship, probably the most useful thing here, and you can actually use it for free. Some folks have their own shipyard, which is a crazy expensive way to waste money. Anytime. All right. Use the smelter to refine your materials. Okay. So from left to right, they just said it. The company exchanger, the smelter. Well, that's exciting. That's a good looking smelter. I hope I want to smelt everything. Oh yeah, look at that. Every time I smelt, they charge me money. That's depressing. Holy moly. That's dire. I also like that it's costing me like a fraction of a credit as well, eh? One day we'll own our own smelter. You expect all that energy using to be free? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's on me. All right, we got the workshop. So what I want to do is I want to craft the Scanalyzer Alpha. All right, please help me remember this, chat. I need one small module kit, 4 bolts and 2 wires. That takes 20 bolts and 10 wires. Good Lord. So that means I need a total of 24 and 12. Can I set the number that I want? Whatever, I'll just craft them all, I guess. Okay, it does ask me to do it one at a time. That's pretty good. All right. And I'm hoping I get like a really nice ratio here as well. 24 and 12. Okay. This adds up nicely. Thank you very much, Hylopterus. Appreciate somebody in chat who's good at math. I've sworn this stuff off. I hardly touch it myself, but you know, what could I do without you? Okay, we're making the small module kit. Okay. Scanner Alpha. Hey mods, did we turn on the command? The auto post command? We did? Awesome, thank you. All right, so now that the workshop is done, can I grab this? Do I have it on me? I have that in my inventory. Great, I have one of these. Use the shipyard to install it. All right, back to the shipyard. I am in the shipyard. Joe did a great job. Joe, you're so great. I'm so lucky. Hey, Chad, I feel like we haven't had enough nice things said about Joe recently. What's up with that? No, I don't want to board the ship. How do I put this into the ship? There's my ship. Okay. It said there's a terminal to upgrade your ship in the shipyard. Maybe that was terminal number 1, you're thinking? give it a shot. Joe's funny, great at what she does, and a blessing upon the stream. Heck yeah. You think it was maybe this one? The other side was the man. Oh, it could have been this one. Oh, you mean the thing that overlooks our ship? Manage your ships. Load a ship. Edit ship. Oh, neat. Okay, so this is what our ship looks like currently. And so we've got the miner and we've got the scanner. Crude resource detector. I probably want to upgrade that, right? I accidentally pulled my storage module off. Did I do it? Scanalyzer Alpha has been installed. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, that makes way more sense now. I was like, I don't see it anywhere, but I put it way off to the side. Oh, interesting. So you really build everything module by module. That's neat. Validate. All modifications are good. Yes. All right. Congratulations, you've updated your ship. Great. Your performance has been analyzed and ranked against those of previous contractors. The results are confidential and will not be disclosed. With your scanner equipped, you can further explore Solar Alpha and discover more of its riches. Please keep in mind that your performance is still being recorded. Huh. Okay, so if I want to get the electromagnetism, right? I need another small module kit and a crystalline focus. Sure. Contracts. Trading. Sell 40 resources worth of stuff and then buy 10 silicone gel. Go to Alpha 2, okay, and go to Alpha 2 and enter its atmosphere. Interesting. Kind of looks the same as Starfield Shipbuilder. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't got there yet. Actually, you said Starfield. I didn't really play enough Starfield to have an opinion on that one. All I know is that in Starfield, I tried to like decorate the interior of my ship. And every time I tried to change it, it would undo all the decorations. And I was just like, what's the point? What's the point? And then I got put in space jail and then I stopped playing. Yeah, it's the one that you and I played together, sweetie. All right, my inventory. So I have to sell 40 worth of something. Fascinating. Well, let's just sell everything, I guess. Can I watch 3 at the same time? I can. Nice. Okay. So let's go to Solar Alpha 2. Let's see where we end up. I played Starfield until it randomly deleted my entire storage and all the items that I'd found. And I took that as a sign to stop. Did that game get better? I heard they had a major DLC and kept working at it because, like, hold on. This wants me to go to Solar Alpha 2. We're going over here. Because, like, Fallout 76, for example, was a game they just kept iterating on and added to it. And it got to a point that a lot of people are pretty happy with it now. And I don't know if Starfield had the same charm eventually. It kind of just felt like a game that had a lot of nothing in it. Low battery. Not really planning a 2.0 overhaul to fix it either. No, but that means they might be working on Elder Scrolls. We can all hope. We can all hope. All right. Exploration. Reach level 1 exploration. Use your radar and approach and identify 5 different resources. Sure. Pardon me. Give the planet a second to load in here. So what did this thing I installed do? The Scanalyzer Alpha. Using mass spectronomy, this module is capable of identifying the composition of a sample. Mining lasers can only be used on resources that were identified through this process. So I'm assuming what that means is we have our previous scanny bit, right? And now the number 3 gives us more details on it. All right, so we get here, and then we use this. So here's the issue. If I grab too much of this, because I haven't upgraded my storage hold yet, whatever, I'll grab a little bit of it. Find the high peak landmark with your radar. I think that's what that is in front of us, right? Planet looks a little bit basic. Samey planets look so boring. For a demo, for like an early access game, really what you're looking for is like the concept, right? The concept, the mechanic, the gameplay loop. Like more graphics, more details is the sort of thing that I think you can add later on. Gravitas stones have unique radio properties preventing your radar from pinpointing their exact position. Starting from an approximate direction, you'll have to locate each of the deposits with your own eyes. It's got a little bit of the old beep beep. Oh. What's this? Oh, these are the stones. Ah, that's what it does. You walk up to something and you hit it with the old scanny scan. I understand. Can I not mine this? How scandalous. Use your radar approach and scan a bunch of different stuff. Sure. Boo. Do I need a better laser? Maybe, yeah. I just needed to scan it. I bet you it's worth a lot of money and the corporation just doesn't want me to grab it, you know? Yeah, I guess the other interesting thing is on a game like this, it seems like the perspective is primarily you just explore the planet from the spaceship. Which also makes me think of like how big is the actual perspective, right? Like if we're piloting this and those are like actual trees there, right? Like we could be just flying over this area, you know what I mean? All right, let's go check out whatever this one is. Find, scan, and exploit the gray quartz. Oh. The store page shows landing and building automated bases. Sick. Well, then I look forward to that as well. I'm curious what the automation portion is going to look like as well, right? Oh, there we go. All right, can I scan this? Find gray quartz and scan it. I did. There it is. Mine the gray quartz. It's starting off with a very different gameplay loop compared to a lot of the other factory games we've played, though, if that's kind of the goal, you know? What are the things you have from the game? So far, each planet kind of just looks like it has one biome. I mean, that was sort of the thing with No Man's Sky as well. No Man's Sky tried to have a couple of different biomes on the worlds, but you're like, okay, they realistically had like 3, right? They had surface, they had underground, and they had water. I don't know. I feel sometimes games, you know, you have a finite amount of development time. And I feel that sometimes you have the opportunity to go wide or deep. And it's very hard to do both, right? All right, let's find, I have a quest to find 2 more resources on this planet, and then we'll fill our bags after that, but I want to find everything first. That's more gray quartz, okay. Question mark over in this direction. Which is not to say, like, what you're saying is not fair. Okay, we've already scanned this. We don't know what you are. What are you? A brassy outcrop. The copper nuggy. As opposed to the copper ore, sure. Dave the Diver, that was a game that was deep and not wide. Wait, hold on. Get it? Because you're going deep? Alright. Oh, geez. Structural damage. Oh! I flew my spaceship into the rock, and it's going to take a lot of work to buff that out. Is there something else here that I don't know about? Kubrick Stone. Do I know all of you? I do. What good are you to me then? I don't get it. Could you explain it more? Well, you see, we bought this car on a loan and we chipped the paint, and now we're going to have to buff it out. Oh, here we go. There's something new here? That's a lot of iron. Trying to find this last unknown. Don't worry, corporate has put it in my report already. No, they can't know. I'm alone on this planet. How would they know? You think corporate's surveilling me? Uh-oh. There we go. Are you the unknown resource? Boo. What about over here? Corporate is always surveilling me? Message redacted. Oh, derp. There it is. Did I inspect the ship for any surveillance devices? I mean, no, but... I just trust that they would respect my autonomy, you know? Ooh, oh, the clouds are cool. Okay, well, that's kind of fun. Sorry, this is neat. This is a nice effect. Oh, God, I can't see. The effect is bad. Oh, no. Oh, God. I take it back. Clouds are bad. Where were we headed? No, that's just more quartz. Didn't we think we saw something new around here? He was trying to direct me back to the mountain. Use your radar to approach and identify 5 different resources. Yeah, I'm trying. This way. I'm just wondering if I'm supposed to maybe search one of these, right? But I already know what they all are. Are we sure there's 5 resources on this planet? So like looking in the top left corner, exploration, reach level 1. Use your radar to approach and identify 5 different resources. Previously when I was looking in the log, it was telling me to go to this planet. Approach and, yeah, find the graviton. I think it's supposed to be on this world. Is my thought. Wait, hold on. Some resources are only present in landmarks. Track progress with your map. I have a map? Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it is on this planet. This planet has the following resources. We are trying to find one more somewhere. That's neat. That's very neat. All right, we'll keep hunting. Wait, it's floating. All right. Early access. Or I guess not even early access. Yeah, this is like a pre-beta, whatever. Your guess is it's probably iron related. And you know what? You would be correct. Look at that. We found a big iron node here. Let's see what it does. Iron node, pardon me. Ferrous outcrop. Let's get some. All right, we've leveled our exploration up to level 1. I'm curious what that means. All right, everything is telling us to return. So let's just mine until our bags are full, right? All right, our bags are full. Great. So, we are at, I need to drop one thing that weighs one thing. I'd like to drop one of you. 102. And maybe that means I can mine another one of these. I'm trying to get to exactly 100. Okay, iron is too much. Oh, it shows the price as well. Ugh. So this weighs 1. This weighs 1. Okay, well. Wait, hold on. Price is 4. This is 2.25. So this is worth less. All right, whatever. 99.5 out of 100 ain't bad, you know? All right, that's Solar Alpha. And then where is Babylon? We'll find it once we get to space. Time for the good old Oblivion price per pound. I mean, of course. Look, if they're going to limit my inventory, I'm going to maximize its worth, right? Who would I be otherwise? Oh, corporate needs to know where you go in case you die and they need to harvest your organs. I did sign that contract. That is on me. That is on me. Dang, I didn't think about that. So if you're curious about the why I keep saying battery, if you look at the very bottom, there's the left bar, which is my HP, one of which is missing, and the lower bar, which is slowly filling. That's our boost. Our boost. We don't get to boost constantly. So that's why it's occasionally yelling at us here. Request dock. All right. Couple more little training missions done. Docking in the Babylon. So what are we looking at here? Oh, those just automatically completed. Now we go to trading and we need to sell like $10 more worth of stuff. Could these be the rivers of Babylon? I hope so. All right, sell $10 more worth of stuff. Great. Congratulations! You seem to have explored most of what the system has to offer. Now, open the doors of the universe to you. That implies guiding you through the use of the FTL. So unlock the electromagnetism permit. Okay, electromagnetism. Buy now. Craft an FTL engine eco and install it onto your ship. All right, let's start by figuring out what that needs. So it needs a small module kit, a crystalline focuser. Can I make one of those? Crystalline focuser requires quartz and wire. Okay. Silicone gel, wire. Okay, I need lots of wire, which means I need lots of copper, which means I might have to go back to a planet and just mine a bunch of copper. We'll see. Maybe I get lucky. That docking animation got you motion sick? Oh my god, NY Destroyer. Were you watching the stream on Monday? We tried another demo that got us so motion sick. It was the new spaceship game by the Prison Architect people, and I have never gotten like so motion sick so quickly. The last Starship, it was brutal. So, what's the difference between an iron ore and an iron nugget? Is like the rate better? One of these gives me 2? Ingredients. Oh, 4 nuggies makes a bar. That gets 2. Interesting. Okay. I have 2 nuggies. Fascinating. All right. Hopefully I have enough stuff that I can make this here. So I need to make 1 small module kit, which needs 20 and 10. I don't have enough stuff. Brutal. I wonder if I can leave stuff in the space station. So a couple people in chat have talked about this before. Is there like a stash? Like, can I leave stuff here or no? Normally nuggies are the Pew stuff and don't need to be refined. Interesting. All right, so to make the FTL, I need wire, I need silicone gel, I need 1 crystalline focus. But yeah, do you know if there's a stash here? I'm missing some components. You can use a trading agent to buy them. Oh, that's clever. That is easier than running down. Okay, so like what am I short? Right? I'm short one small module kit, and I'm only short 4 bolts and nuggies. If I do that, whatever, start with that. I'm short 4 bolts and nuggies. Okay. That's not too bad. Wait, that's sell. That's sell. No, 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 no. 23 bucks? I'm sorry, one of those is 16. A wire is 16? I am too cheap for this. All right, let's check our inventory. 22. Yeah, I'm gonna fly back to the surface of a planet and I'm gonna... You see that price? That's outrageous. Yeah, how are we ever gonna pay off our student debt if we spend $16 on a latte? I mean, on a copper coil. I'll just do this myself. Exactly. Exactly. You'd expect nuggies would be better as far as inventory space. Okay. Stop eating that avocado toast. How dare you? There's one thing that brings me joy in this world. All right, so we're saying the nuggies are probably better. So wait, nuggie is good. Wait, ore is good or nuggie is good? Whatever, we'll figure it out once we get there. I'm only gonna mine the good stuff. Oh. It was wild that they went after people making toast and lunch at home. There was, so obviously like the avocado toast was this incredible intergenerational conflict that happened for like millennials. But the fact that the millennials would then turn around and try and fire at Gen Z for the same thing. I don't know if you saw that article. And they're trying to be like, man, the reason Gen Z can't afford anything is because they're getting one snack a week. And you're like, hold on. Really? We're literally doing the exact same thing? Oh, yeah. It was unreal. It was unreal. Just every generation thinking the generation that comes after them is lazy and doesn't work hard enough. And they didn't have to suffer for, we're a spoon feeding you everything. He's like, oh my God. I'm so tired. I'm not convinced that's a prevailing stance among millennials. I don't think it was a prevailing stance between boomers to millennials either, but you know, it just takes one inflammatory article and you kind of just latch to it, right? But the same thing too, right? Like the avocado toast thing, as big or as small as that would have been, the fact that it was a discourse at all. I mean, there was another one. Wait, oh, it looks like my mining laser can overheat. Interesting. Oh, I can't believe you also walked to and from school in a meter of snow up hills both ways. I also did that, but mine was 6 miles through the trenches. I don't know. All right, I'm looking for a little bit of copper. Avocados are more expensive in Australia. I mean, A, that's everything in Australia. And B, I regret to inform you, I don't think it was just one country that was doing it. I don't think we can just be like, everywhere else is totally normal. It's only Australia. It's like, nah, man. Like, Serge, we know that you rode a moose to school. What are you trying to say? Just because my parents are moose farmers that I didn't struggle? Wow. Wow. I see how it is. You think I have it so easy just because I have access to moose, eh? All right, there you go. We found the good stuff. We found that good brassy copper. Ooh. Being a moose farmer is actually very humble, okay? A moose bit your sister once. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm just imagining there wouldn't be a lot of sister left over after that. Is she now a weremoose? feel like I have so much more room for activities now. I just mined so much and yet I'm not full. Are the nuggies lighter? Wait, apparently there was a real moose story that happened recently. Joe, what happened? It was minus 40 somewhere. Okay. Oh, so it was minus 40. I don't know where this story happened. It was minus 40 somewhere in Canada recently. A person went outside to warm up their car, and there was a moose that was sheltering from the wind in the storm against the side of their house, being all stealthy, and they startled the moose when they came outside, and the moose attacked them. Horrifying. Actual nightmare stuff. All right, so we want to drop one of these. Iron ore seems to be worth the least, so I'm going to drop one of you. That's worth 5. I'm going to drop one of you. Back to space. Nuggies are 1/8 the weight and half the value, so their weight is better. So nuggies are better? Well, I may have screwed that up. My math was based on incomplete data. That's why I just never do the math, Boone. Just simply never do the math. If you don't do the math, your math will never be wrong. Right, chat? They said the moose was in survival mode and had no fat reserves. Mortal combat ensued involving various household members. Jeez. I didn't realize the story was so dire, Joe. She hit me with the no, no, no. The only fatality was the moose. Poor moose. What dipping sauce is best for moose nugget? Can't imagine moose nugget would taste very good. Probably very gamey. Mind you, I've never been like a huge like deer or other game person kind of person. Joe's like, what if it was breaded? Then would it taste good? My love. My love. So true, Joe. So true. I guess breading does make everything better. And yeah, breading and oil, right? Oh, God. Joe, can you check if BBQ Chicken opened in the past 3 hours? I don't know. They have breading and deep fried oil. What if we had... Man, we have to stop talking about food, chat. You're making me so hungry. Wait, do we have more lunch? Oh my God. I would love some more. My desperation is showing. Look, I can be totally cool and normal about the fact that this Korean fried chicken place hasn't opened yet and not make it my entire personality, okay? I just don't want to. I just don't want to be cool and normal about it. All right? Okay, so we went and gathered a bunch of resources. We should be able to craft the small module kit now if we make one more bolt and or nut. Okay, I made one of these. We're gonna craft the small module kit. One day I still want to see what deep fried ice cream tastes like. I've never tried that. I've also never tried deep fried Mars bars. No, you're talking about lunch while I'm hungry. Chat! All right, and now I need 7 wires. How did I end up with 1 wire left? What a cursed number. I'm going to probably sell whatever remaining wires I have left just so I don't end up with any weird remainders, you know what I mean? Looks like there's a better mining laser. I'm going to follow the clock. And by clock, I mean I'm going to follow the quest line. And just let them tell me what I want to do with my life. All right, so we have this FTL module on us. And yes, I have 2 wires now. 2 wires is an acceptable number of wires. All right, so we loaded our ship. $19 to buff out the paint. Okay. And now what we want to do with our very cool ship here, I want to take the FTL module and I just want to boop it right into the back. Enter your ship. Okay, but what if we did make the mining laser better? Intriguing. You know what I really want? What I really want. Crude mining laser. Does it have stats? This optical module amplifies light to the degree that makes it capable of vaporizing material. It is currently the most precise way to cut through things. Okay, so we have a system thing at the bottom. Small cargo hold. Holds 100. So I can't currently make a bigger one, which is too bad. So we have the overclocked mining laser. System requirements 200. Patch slots 2. Durability 1,000. I wonder if there's a number that just shows us like what the current value of our laser is versus better. How's it going, Diabore? Are we successfully crafting space? Yeah. Yeah. This optical module amplifies light to a degree that makes it capable. You know what? Let's just finish the quest line and then we'll, I'm sure they'll teach us later what it's all about, you know? Space! Hi, Blue. Yeah, welcome to the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Capitalism. Fill your ship with magnetic plasma. 40 bucks? Oh my God. Devastating. They're really trying to nickel and dime us here, chat. I have a feeling they never want us to pay off our debt. Target a nearby star with your FTL. Oh, cool. Oh, that's very cool. Look at this. Threshold, hold 4. Okay, unknown system. This is 131K away. Wait, NP's away. What's an NP? I don't know. What's NP with you? What about you? Nope. Let's go to the closer one, just in case. Hold 4 to travel to this star. Boop. Oh. Oh! Oh! That does end rather abruptly. I really want to get to this part of the game. This part looks fascinating, but I guess they're not quite there yet. To be fair, yeah, because like look at the rest of the demo there. Fascinating. All right, give me a quick second here, friends, because I just want to make sure that was everything. Because a reminder that this was a sponsored section of the stream, and I want to make sure that. Well, there was more that they wanted me to check out, but I don't know if that was a full 2-hour section. You know what I mean?
Feels like you just started playing.
I have another version that I could check out as well, my friends. This is interesting. Okay, hold on. So that was our tutorial and our warm-up. I might actually have like I might even have like a little secret beta version that I can show off here, friends. This is exciting. It's 20 gigs. Shh. Yeah, I might have almost already downloaded 20 gigs, which is kind of wild. Can you imagine? Man, if I get access to some more of like the ground stuff as well. Ooh. We might have to play through the tutorial again, but this time we're going to be so good at it. So, you know. First look, OPOP. I regret to inform you that the game has once again. All right, welcome to the playtest. All right, give me a second here. Please. All right, screen settings. Let's turn VSync off. I'm going to leave it borderless time just to see what happens. The beta. Ooh, okay. All right, so we might be checking out what we just did again, so apologies for that, but this is exciting. Yeah, I'm curious why it wants to select my third monitor by default. The only other game that's ever done that is Tarkov. Wake up. Oh, yeah. Okay. So wake up, Deader. We're pulling the lottery for the winner is, and the winner is me. All right. Let's do this again. So we were kind of like, we're this face. We're about this color. We have green eyes. My name is Serge. Oh, I forgot to give myself hair. Wait, do I have to talk to you first? Did you hear that? You won! I did win. Can't believe they didn't patch this out. Bubble Bee, the good old taste of coffee without the caffeine or the coffee. Ugh. I was really hoping that maybe that was just a bug and that they would fix that. Very, very disappointed. First off, loan, yes. Tell me, how did you end up in debt? Student loans. Great. All right. Here's $25,000. Thanks. Here's our pledge. You work for the company. Sure. Responsibility, you're a worker of the company. Sure. Number 3, if you die, we're going to take your organs. Sure. Great. Boop. A little bit of deja vu. So we had, I made a little bit of a mistake. I checked out the demo, but it turns out that I had access to a secret beta version. So previously what we showcased was the public demo that's available, but as part of this sponsored stream that we're doing right now, I was actually invited into a private version to show off, which is kind of cool. Head down to Solar Alpha 1. I accept. Yeah, the public demo did an interesting job of showing the tone of the world and giving you a little bit of a chance to like get a feel for and explore so the mechanics of what crafting and the commerce in the game is going to look like. The part of this game that really interests me is the factory building, the base building. So let's see when we can get to that. All right. Ready the mining lasers. Skirt. You know what's interesting is I was noticing a little bit of hitching when we were flying around on the surface in the demo, and the beta version feels smoother. I don't know if that's noticeable on your end. I want factories. Look, this Twitch chat is disgusting, and they only wants one thing, and it's big factories, all right? This community needs their factories. Where are my conveyor belts? It is looking a lot smoother. Yeah. Sorry, I guess this community is sick and it wants two things: canals and conveyor belts. What we really need is a factory game on a floating place, and all of the resources have to be moved via water. Thoughts? That's copper. I need iron, please. That's copper. Iron. That's copper. Iron, please. Hey. Now, what do I do with all of this? Head back to the ship. Wait, hit K. Unlock this. Return to the Babylon. Log flume the game. Yeah, right? I tried water channels to move things and items in Dwarf Fortress once. It was kind of deadly. I guess man, when we played Minecraft, you never treated my like water stream movement systems as canals, chat. That's on you. It's actually kind of messed up. Those weren't canals though. I mean, weren't they? I mean, you're on the canal, so you get to decide whether or not. Yeah. Is there a canal alignment chart? Not really. What we have is Gunner and Inkslayer. The two members of the Council of Canals, and they get to vote on whether or not something is or is not canal adjacent, you know? I thought aqueducts were above land canals. They're not. Nope. Talk to the Council. They said that aqueducts are not canals. They are great, they are cool, but not canals. A moat, also not a canal. A factor game that used canals as a transport method will also be historically accurate, for real though. I disagree with the Council, but it is a known dissident behavior. Yep. Oh, Kids got promoted to junior member. I didn't know that. Allowed on the council, but is not given a vote. It's honorary. Wow, actually, Inkslayer, it's kind of messed up that you get like the one woman on the council and they're not allowed to vote. Wow. Wow. Just saying. Just Dang. Dang. I think kids should have 2 votes, you know? If I remember correctly, we wanted 24 and 12 last time we did this. No comment. Okay, now that we know what we're doing, like, we're flying through this, eh? The first time we spent a lot of time on exploration. We spent a lot of time kind of looking around, enjoying the sights, right? So let's slap this bad boy on our ship, load a ship, edit a ship. Drop it right on top. You know what? Let's move it back this time. I think that looks a little bit cooler there, eh? Well, no, it needs to be near the front because it needs to scan things. Validate it. Great. Validate and exit. Wait, did I do that? I screwed up. Resume. You've been disconnected. Oh no. Probably should have read that message before I clicked on it. All right. My game is freaking out a little bit right now. Is this an MMO? No. The eventual plan is for this to be an online experience. This version is single player, but my game is currently a little bit bugged. So give me a quick second to relaunch it. The combination of the disconnect, I really quickly clicked through things and it broke something. If I still worked in QA, I would have, yeah, I chose wrong on that pop-up. I would report that as a bug. That's not my job. The correct thing when you see something like this is, you know, you give the devs feedback, you let them know when you find bugs and stuff, but. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Load a ship. Edit ship. Pull the scanner module down on top of the ship. It bugs me a little bit that the paint is asymmetrical, so it makes it look like the scanner is asymmetrical, but it is centered. It is centered. And that's all that really matters, right? There we go. Quest complete. Your scanner is equipped. Go to planet the second. Now, from here, we can do 3 more quests, right? We can do quests 1, 2, and 3. They want us to buy silicon gel, and that sort of messed me up first. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna go to Solar Alpha 2. We're gonna mine a bunch of stuff. We're gonna make a bunch of money, and then we're gonna buy the other 10 stuff that we need, right? What are pop-ups? But a thing to ignore and click whatever option looks the most like okay. Yeah, so true. All right. The scanner for Alpha 2. That scanner? Yes. I actually watched that movie again recently. I was, when I was flying to Toronto, I picked The Emperor's New Groove as a rewatch. It mostly holds up, you know? There's like one kind of unfortunate, what year did that movie come out? Late 90s, early 2000s? Here's like kind of like eye-rolling men moment where, it's after they go over the waterfall and they're like really concerned. He's like, oh no, I think he's dying. I think he like died and I have to give him the kiss of life. And then like, you know, Emperor Cusco wakes up just as he's about to give him mouth to mouth. And they're like, ugh, oh my God, another man almost touched me. And you're like, the gay panic of the 90s. Yeah. Kind of like rolled my eyes at that moment. But otherwise, you know, it's nice to see. I could still quote big sections of that movie. I still, once again, wish I could speak squirrel. Squeak, squeakin', squeak, squeakity. You owe me a new acorn. All right, we're looking for the weird rock again, which I actually thought was a structure last time. Just a big old rock. We do have sort of like a radar thing, like a heat thing. There it is. So as we're flying around, I don't want to go straight to the mountain this time and ignore all the ore. Now that, I mean, again, now that we know what we're looking for in this quest, I can actually stop and get it done a lot earlier, right? Any question marks in here? Yeah, you. You there, boy. What day is it? Why, it's Christmas, sir. Hot diggity. Man, I always know my jokes are killing when I get Joe to chuckle from the other room. That part always makes me the happiest. I might get an occasional like lull emote or like a clap or something from chat, but if I get Joe to laugh, ooh. We did it. We found Ore Mountain. Pardon me. What? Really? Not a single one of the one we didn't know? Huh. Oh God. Oh, it's so dark. All right, Clouds, I need you to move out of the way so I can see what I'm working with, please and thank you. Oh no. Stupid clouds. This game is all pretty and atmospheric, but all I want to see is what I'm working with. There we go. Hey, what's up, NY Destroyer? Thank you so much for using your Prime here. Why is it so easy to forget your Twitch Prime? I mean, I think that's by design. So you don't spend it on your favorite streamers. Remember, chat, Amazon doesn't need more money. Every streamer you give a Prime to, you are taking that money directly from Amazon. Truly the hero we deserve. Stupid Cloud. Squall was so much better. Squall was oh, this is going to annoy somebody. Was Squall 8 or 9? No, Cloud was 7. Definitely not 7. Squall was 8. Okay. I didn't 8 or 9 much. I didn't have any PlayStations growing up, right? I had a buddy who played 7, and I think I mean there's no chance. There's no chance that you could have heard of a Final Fantasy game and not heard of Cloud. Just like so iconic for the whole franchise. Squall was in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, pardon me. Thank you. 9 was your favorite. I have controversial takes on Final Fantasy. My favorite was 12. 12, and then 10, and then 7. That is a hot take. I told you! Look, you can't say hot take and then just like say the most lukewarm take, right? Like if you say hot take, you have to say something. The original... Wait, there's a 12 too? 12 is Star Wars. If 12 is Star Wars, then which one is Star Trek? And which one is Stargate? Important questions. I enjoyed 12 until I locked myself out of progression. How could you lock yourself out of progression in 12? I don't think you can lock yourself out of progression in 12. Did a tutorial wrong, had to fight a judge, couldn't go backwards and couldn't beat the boss. Oh, brutal. "12 had some janky systems. I mean, so like the 12 system was, they had the license system. My friend got very mad about it. He's like, hold on. I have to buy a license to wear a hat? And I was like, yeah, interesting. Like the biggest system in 12 was you just had to grind, right? Because every character you used, every fight you did, you got like license points, and then you use those to unlock meta progress. You used them to unlock like the ability to equip new gear that you couldn't necessarily, you know, buy yet. I'm only trying to find the good ore, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm flying past so much stuff, I'm just trying to maximize my bags with the good stuff. Yeah, so that's why I thought it was very odd to me, because like every time you leveled up, you got license points. And at any point, if you got stuck, you could just go back to an area and grind. As a programmer, I loved the Gambit system. Sorry, was that another word for what they called 12? Or no? The Zodiac version of 12 makes the license board even nicer to play with. Oh, interesting. Speaking of the Zodiac version, man, the last time I played it, which mind you was a very long time ago, I literally followed a walkthrough to make sure I could actually get the Zodiac spear. Oh, the Gambit system. 12 let you like autoplay. Yeah, no, I did not use that. I did not automate a single part of that game. Oh no. Well, this is not great. You've been disconnected. Did I join the wrong server? Please hold. That's not great. You may have had a crush on Fran, the bunny girl? I don't think I have the option to change servers. Sorry. Bunny woman, not bunny girl. My bad, chat. Lukewarm take. 12 did Fran so dirty. Interesting character, but half her lines are like, the mist is dense. Okay. Your list of favorites: Tactics, then 10, then 7, then Tactics Advanced, and then Tactics A2. I think you might have a problem, Envoy Destroyer, or a type, one of the two. I don't know. 12 was interesting to me because I feel like it wasn't necessarily as character driven as some of the other games. It felt like, I don't know, it just felt like a game to me where the world is, it just felt like the world is more alive. I don't know. Okay, now that I'm here, give me a second. Okay, no, I don't think I can change servers. How you doing, Zafty? We've summoned you. We're talking about Final Fantasy, and Zafty was like, hello, I'm here. Okay, so there doesn't look like there's a server selection, and that's fine. All right, go to the station and find the company exchanger. Got it. Been here all stream, just haven't been talking much. Shout out to the lurkers, the silent majority. Okay, so the quest that I have now is I need to sell. Now, here's an interesting question. What is the value of a copper ingot is worth 8, copper ore is worth 3. How do we do that? That's worth 13. I have to sell 40 worth of stuff? I should have mined more stuff, chat. That's depressing. Hey, what's up, Milk? Did you also download the Twilight Imperium demo? I did not download the Twilight Imperium demo. No. Okay, there we go. So hold on. I think I only need like 1 quartz, right? Not the penguins. Hey, friend, what's up? Thank you for the 72. Appreciate you. All right, congratulations. You seem to have expanded. Okay, good. Now, make the FTL engine. Do I have enough to make it work? I probably don't. Milk, there's been some absolutely incredible demos that we've been playing. It's been, man, the past couple days have been so much fun. But yeah, welcome, if you're just joining, welcome to the hashtag sponsored portion of the show. We're checking out SpaceCraft. This is a sort of like combination factory game, but also space exploration and mining game. And one of the things that I'm intrigued in is when I get to land on a planet and start setting up the goods, you know? All right, I don't quite have enough. I definitely don't have enough. All right, well, back to the planet, my friends. Is this like Star Miner? I don't know, I haven't played Star Miner. As someone with hundreds of hours in Elite Dangerous doing mining and thousands of hours in Satisfactory, I think this game is going to be very much my jam. There you go. Is this going to be early access or full release? I'm not sure. I'm not super well described on stuff, but if this game is your jam and you want to help support the channel, definitely try clicking on the WeHype list link, pardon me, through the exclamation sponsor command if you're going to wishlist it or anything like that. So this is not a performance-based campaign. I try and be as transparent as possible in the stuff that we do. Like, I'm not trying to sell you this game. I'm not trying to get you to click on anything. I get paid the same amount, whether you do or you don't. That being said, I get more opportunities to do stuff like this, you know, if other things go. So, you know, take an extra step, take a look at it. If the game is your vibe, check it out. There is a demo out right now. You know, give a wish list if that's sort of your vibe. It goes a long way to help support devs. Are they paying me $1 million? My rates are not quite there yet, no. Not quite. Maybe one day. You never know. You never know. Hello? I'm looking for the ore. Hello, ore? So once we get the FTL installed, we get to go to our second star, and that's when the game will truly begin. This is sort of the tutorial first map area. There we go. I'm just gonna take it all. I don't care if it's good or bad. Get in the ship. I think I want 8 and 8 minimum. All right, where am I iron at? There we go. Unless this is more copper. Stinky copper. There we go. Serge said why I get my redstone, but I don't know why. In my head, I was hearing it like an old-timey, like Elmer Fudd Saturday morning cartoon. Why I oughta get my redstone? No, just me? Okay. As soon as I started saying out loud, I was like, oh no, this joke sucks. All right, maybe I can get up to 12 here. No, I think it's going to be too heavy. Dang it. No. I have to drop one thing. I'm going to drop 2. For synergy. I don't know off by ones. All right. Back to Babylon. Back to space. What shows you're watching lately, chat? You got anything that's been keeping you happy, keeping you up at night? I guess a lot of folks have been watching the Olympics. Been watching Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Interesting. Really liking this Serge Yeager show. Probably never heard of it. Pretty exclusive. Interesting. Oshi no Ko. That sounds like an anime. You haven't watched Olympics? Nice. Yeah, I've got book 3 of Dungeon Crawler Carl literally sitting beside me. I need to start that soon. How did the hockey games go? Oh, what the? Who put the really? Sorry, I just collided with a giant blinking space light and it did like 60% hull damage to me. Let's not talk about the hockey game. Yeah. We don't talk about hockey. How much is it gonna cost me to repair this ship? 79? Oh, chat. Oh. You thought that was a reaction to hockey? No, that was a reaction to the bill for what it's going to cost to buff out the damage for that. Who puts a space light like that? Oh, devastating. That was Kits? You put it there? Kits. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. That's fine. You do too much. You get 1 mole. 1 sabotage. Is there a mod that lets you increase the cargo for your spaceship? Not yet, but we'll get there. My guess is soon. So we should be unlocking the one that gets us, we should be unlocking FTL now. All right, if we go to K, we unlock the electromagnetism. I believe. Now craft ourselves 1 FTL engine, please and thank you. So the FTL engine costs us 1 crystalline focus. If I want this, I need 20 and 10. You know what would be great for this game? I love how in Factorio, one of the all-time bangers in the factory game genre, I love how in Factorio, if you need a part, right? If I said craft small module kit, Factorio would say, okay, go, and it would just auto craft the subcomponents that you need, right? And I don't think enough games do that, right? All right, and now I need to make 2 more wires. We get to install the FTL engine. Factorio is a leader of the class for a reason. Yeah. But like, talk about a game that just like respects your time. It's like, yeah, you know what? You know what? Don't worry about that part. That part is not the part of the game that you want to be concerned about. And you're like, yeah. And it kind of just handles it all for you. It's actually wild to me how few other games do that. Like, can you think of any other game that does that? I'm gonna have to repair this. I'm so annoyed. Let's put it in the back. There you go, 1 FTL installed. Dyson Sphere does that as well? Oh, does it? Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. All right, so just before we hop into this FTL and we get started on the next stage of the tutorial, I really have to pee. So let's take a quick bio break, everybody. Get up, have a stretch, have a bend. Oh my God, I've been going for 5 hours. Okay, stretch and a bend, bio break, cycle your fluids. I'll see you in just a second, friends. BRB. Yo, what's up, Tino? Thank you very much for 61 months of tier 2 support. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day, friend. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Just want to say, I hope you're having a great day. I really appreciate you hanging out. It means a bunch of cuties, you know? All right. Ugh, God, more money. All my poor money. Are you ready to take off? I am ready to take off. Time to explore a brave new galaxy. Hold on, are we in a galaxy? If I go to another star, am I going? Oh, geez, help me. Oh, you're fixing my hair. Thanks, cutie. So if I go to another star, is that a galaxy or no? We're going here. Boop, 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 boop. Pardon me. Oh, just another solar system? There was a lot of thoughts going through my head, but we waited. Contractor Autonomization missions. You are now equipped with a tool of absolute freedom. Wow. Take a moment to appreciate that the distances you are currently allowed to travel weren't unfathomable the last few generations of human. Okay. By completing the company's onboarding procedure, you have reached the rank of apprentice, which makes you a citizen and allows you interstellar travel. Cool. Now, head to the Rockmoo station, where you can start the autonomization what is that? What do I say? How do I say this word? Automize, automization. Like autonomy, but no, not like autonomy. Because I think they mean it more like automate, not automy. No, not like autonomy. Autonomy, wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Are automate and autonomy the same root word? Because autonomy often talks about like the amount of agency you have over yourself, and automate probably means giving something else the agency to take care of itself. Because autonomy, I think about like the realization of the self. Automate, I think about making it someone else's problem so it does it for you. No, really? I'm so embarrassed. It's okay. You know what? Every day we learn something, and there's no shame in that. There's a little bit of shame in that. All right, we're just a few FTL jumps away. Not responsible for what we started doing here. In fact, no one is responsible for you. The company, today and tomorrow. Great. Where does it want me to go? It wants me to go here? AT, right? That's where the quest is. 8, right? Correct? We're in the fish gang system here, chat. How much juice do I have left in the system? It's interesting that they let me jump to any system. Automate, make go by itself. Autonomy, do it yourself. Well, it's an interesting definition of autonomy. And an automobile goes by itself. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. All right, dock at the Rockmoo station. Where is Rockmoo? There it is. Use your galaxy map to help with that. Yeah, we got there. All right, let's remember that all of the lights that light the way are blinding and also extremely painful. Oh, I also like, can we take a second to appreciate how different this space station is compared to the other one? The old one had a vertical dock. This one has a horizontal dock, but I guess in space, everything is, does it really matter? Oh, cool. Oh, hello? Sorry. These people have understood the assignment of what a space station is supposed to look like. Look at the scale of this thing. It actually feels, it feels smaller, but like those are supposed to be other ships floating in the background, right? Oh, that is impossibly cool. This might be one of the best space stations I've seen in a video game. The scale is a little bit off right now compared to when we flew in. Like that gate looks bigger than it's supposed to be, especially in relation to other stuff, but it's very close. Holy moly. Please hold. Joe says it looks like a goblin face with a beard. Thank you, my love. She's like just a little guy. The servers are smoother. The server is having a little bit of an issue. Yeah. So the demo was offline. This version is making me connect to the server, and I think there might be a little bit of an issue of West Coast North America trying to connect to a European server for this. I'm pretty far from Europe, you know? Give it the old Alt F4. We can't, I don't know. I'll try and poke around the settings a little bit longer, but I didn't see the ability to choose a different server, you know? Yeah, region Europe. Change region. I might just be bad. I think what might have happened is once you've already connected to a server, you can't change your region. And so we were in and I tried to change and it wouldn't let me. Fascinating. So it turns out it was, what do you call the error between keyboard and mouse? Between the keyboard and the computer? What do you call that type of issue? And we are exactly where we logged out. I love that. Kyle, welcome back to North America. Thank you, man. Yeah. Skill issue. Who are you? Hi. I thought making money would be easy once I got here, but I ended up spending everything in fuel repair and ship parts. Too real? Ooh, I know what that looks like. Bob. What's up, Bob? Welcome to Rockmoo. I'm the dock officer, but you can call me Bob. My job is to watch apprentices land here aboard the flying wreckages the company sold them and trying to help y'all turn these into proper spaceships. From what I've seen, you and I will have a lot of work to do together. Okay. Gradual enhancements. See, in its current state, it's a miracle your junk brought you here in one piece. Now, you can keep relying on miracles, or you can upgrade your equipment. Tell me about the mining laser. First thing, in order to upgrade your equipment, you'll need ore. And in order to get ore, you'll need a good laser. As you try extracting tougher and tougher metals, you'll find not all the laser can get there. How about the resource detector? No point being able to cut through materials if you can't even detect them in the first place. Get a better detector. Cargo space! Upgrade! What's an affiliate's most precious resource? Time. Yes. I don't know that much about physics. Me neither, brother. But I can tell you, the more resources you carry, the less round trips you have to make. And what about a battery? All batteries are bad. More like battery, am I right? They'll always waste a certain amount of energy, but you can't go without one. And some of the less bad are others. Some are less bad than others. The key thing to look at is maximum power and charging speed. Great. All right. So if we hit L for our quests, make 3 of the following 4 upgrades. Mining laser, better resource detector, increase your cargo hold, or battery. And if I do that, I get the blue diver cosmetic suit. Also, talk to the clerk Guillaume Fari. Is that how you pronounce that name? It's French, right? Guillaume? Gwyn? Guanyin. Welcome to Rockmoo. Didn't you learn French? Yeah, but what if it's not a French name? What if I just think it's French and you're telling me it's not French? Congratulations on completing your first solo interstellar jumps. To further empower you as a deep space entrepreneur, the company is offering you the affiliate autonomization mission. Okay, and what are the regulations? That's a cute question. I've never seen it actually, you know. No one here is much more internal than you are. Upon completing these missions, your rank will be upgraded to partner. Tips hat. You will know no other boundaries than the confines of the company's internal regulations. Please read the regulations carefully. I know that whole thing sounds a bit vague. Basically, it means you can reach for the stars, providing you extract something from them and bring it back to the company. Now, regarding the missions, there's a bunch of people I was told to send you towards. Each of them will give you something to do. Bob, okay, talk to Bob. Ingrid, the instructor. She can make you pass the test to grant the novitiate. Novitiate? Novitiate. Novitiate. That's the rank just before partner. It allows you to join or fund a corporation. So good at reading. I'm going to be real with you. The font is so small. If I could make it like, look, I got these I got these unk eyes right now, right? Like I even with my glasses on, I need it to be like twice as big right now. There's no setting to increase the UI in the demo version of this game, unfortunately, in the beta version of this game. That's a later thing that they've added. And we'll get there. Again, we need to remember that we're playing this isn't even a public version of the game. We're in a private playtest version right now, right? Finally, if you take the elevator, you can pay a visit to the Mining Bureau. These guys know pretty much everything about Sector Threshold and its resources. More importantly, what they don't know yet, they can pay you to find out. What if I can't switch the game, what if I switched my eyes out? Now that is an outside the box idea. We'll put that one in the maybe column, but thank you. That's about it for Rakmu and its many secrets. Come back if you're feeling lost, or if you come across valuable data that could benefit the company. I'd be the person to talk to. Almost forgot. The company, today and tomorrow, of course. Hello, Ingrid. Ingrid Alvarez. You've just arrived from Sector Nadir, and now you're looking for some action, right? As an affiliate, there's one thing you should know. The more the company trusts you, the more opportunities you get. And I can help with that. As a health instructor for the company, I can make you pass the Noviate test, a simple process that allows us to figure out who would make good use of more freedom and who wouldn't. You in? I'm in. Then it's settled. I'm signing you up. You won't regret this. Let's say you want to join a corpo. Wait. You want to join our corpo or even fund a corpo. Well, you're allowed to do that after you earn your rank. Sure. That's actually not the test's official name, but this one is much easier to pronounce. Oh God. Just get to the testing facility and don't mess up. Great. The physical test. Reach the system if I want to do the physical test. The physical test is over there. Interesting. Does corpo mean guild? I think maybe under the umbrella of the big company, you can do, oh right, corpo does mean guild. I need to remember this is a multiplayer game. So yes. Oh, Inkslayer. Sorry, Inkslayer just connecting the dots there. Yeah, we're all under the crystal, but you can make different corporations to band together inside of it. And this is saying, yeah, later on, you can play with a bunch of people. Neat. All right, let's go to one of the nearby planets and mine up the resources that we're going to need for the upgraded laser and stuff. I probably should take a look at this. Is there going to be PvP combat? I don't know. Some of the flavor text we looked at implied that there's going to be pirates or something because we're walking by, you know, pirates raided something, but I can't imagine a factory game. Like, we don't even have a gun, right? At no point have any of the upgrades been combat upgrades. It does feel like it's very much just like a resource management exploitation sort of game, but I don't quite know how like the different planets are going to tie in yet, right? Janice! I don't know. Oh, visit the mining bureau. Ah, crap. Well, solar panels inefficient in darkness. Am I on the dark side of the planet? Oh, neat. I can't charge my batteries. Oh, that's fun. Sorry, like legitimately fascinating. And now I have to fly into the sun? Oh, sorry. That's really cool. This game has some really cool ideas, y'all. But it has no resources. Pink Floyd starts playing. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. I don't know why that was the first Pink Floyd song that came into my mind. And have you found the same old fears? Wish you were here. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even know if I like the Dark Side of the Moon as a track. Just random hot takes. Somebody's frantically typing on the keyboard. This world is 16 degrees Celsius. That's reasonable. My laser beam is 140 degrees Celsius. That's less. Malachite. Ooh. That's also not what I sung. That's what I mean, right? Somebody was saying Dark Side of the Moon. I started singing a different song, and I was thinking to myself, why'd I pick that track? And I realized it's like, oh, because I don't actually love Dark Side of the Moon. I want to find this weird moonstone again. Steam descriptions mentions combat with pirates being added sometime later during early access. Interesting. Trying to play the sonar game to find the cube. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, that was me being the radar. I found you. Malachite is a copper. Interesting. Okay, I need a little bit of the old... Oh, a new friend. What are you? Maybe this sells for good money. This sandstone. I wonder if it's heavy. Silicate. Quartz. Oh, I had to buy quartz previously. Kaolinite. More silicate. Interesting. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in here. Yo, this has so much. It's a gift that keeps on giving here. I do need to make sure I leave here with some iron. We don't have a ton of space, but I do want to mine all of this. Kaolinite is a type of clay. Is it? You teach me. Oh, hi, cutie. Thanks, bud. Another mound. Is clay if Dortfort taught you anything? Man. More gray quartz. I need iron. I need the Irone. That's wait, did something say super? No, it did not. Big brassy. I don't know why, but that just feels like it's bragging. Yeah, I'm something of a big brassy outcrop. Dang, all right, weird flex, but you know, whatever. Nobody likes a bragger, all right? Kaolinite is responsible for porcelain. Huh. Let's head over to this one. Maybe we'll find some iron. Hey, y'all. Joe brought me coffee, and I'm so in love. But you knew that. Man, what's a fellow gotta do to get some iron? Strike while it's hot. Oh, thank you for using the origin. Yeah, very good, very good. Red meat helps. Spinach, yeah, good, good, good. But what if my entire diet is just based purely on Korean fried chicken? How much iron is there in fried chicken, chat? No more Braska! Ruined. Are we sure there's even iron on this planet? That is a whole... Oh my goodness, it actually shows us how much is on this. You know what? Oh my God, login. Login. Login might be a genius, chat. No, they're right. Take a look at all the resources on this planet. Iron is not included. Brownie point. Brownie point. Thank you. Thank you for saving me my time. Yeah, that's huge. Very, 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 very good. Asking the right questions. Massive W there. Thank you, friend. Oh, pardon me. My one regret in this video game right now is that they won't let me do a barrel roll. And I cannot understand how you can make a 3D space exploration game and not give me the ability to do a barrel roll. Right? Maybe I need a ship upgrade. Is this an ice world? Star Fox would be barrel rolling over in his grave right now if he learned about this. Most games don't even have barrel rolls. They have aileron rolls. What? Are you telling me my whole life has been a lie? Okay, that says copper. What do these numbers mean? The number 2 is not getting any smaller, chat. The number 2 is... Star Fox is a great example. That's also an aileron roll. So hold on. Okay. So, let's say I'm a spaceship. Let's say I'm a spaceship, right? This is me, I'm a spaceship. These are my wings. This is the direction that we're heading. So, if you do this, and then you end up the same way, right? This is the rocket, pew, pew, pew. You're saying that's not a barrel roll? Is a barrel roll if you're going, let's say you're going, how do I draw this? Right? This is the spaceship, right? So is this a barrel roll? Which one is a barrel roll? So hold on. You're saying this, an aileron roll is when you spin around yourself. A barrel roll is if you actually rotate in a circle. So hold on. So the final option here, the final option in this whole conversation. So let's say you're here. Let's say you're here. So would the barrel roll be if you just did this? Like you just did a shwa shwa shwa. So we have A, we have B, and we have C. Are any of these a barrel roll? A is a barrel roll? Oh, so this is the aileron roll, and that's, oh. So C is the aileron roll. And the barrel roll is, right, it's somewhere kind of between A and B. Huh. The barrel roll Wikipedia page also has Star Fox 64 as related material. Incredible. Now look up Immelman. You can send me a linky. Neat. Look at this. We're all learning stuff. I learned that automate and autonomy, despite sounding completely different, have the same root word. Baffling. And we all learned what a barrel roll was. And this is the Molman turn. Oh. Interesting. I don't think I can do that either. Yeah, we just call that one, ooh, uppies. All right, I don't know why the gold number 2 is not moving. Half a loop followed by the aileron roll. Wouldn't that be a half aileron roll? Okay, that's just more copper. Does this star system... Oh, hey, somebody was asking for different biomes. I mean, so the color of the world is different, but like this, oh, God, oh, geez. This is, oh, God. Sorry, it's all loading in at once, and so, neat. Chalcopolopite. I don't think I can mine this. It's in red? Yeah, my laser is too weak. Okay. That's fool's gold. Really? Okay, I cannot mine it. That makes me sad. All right, we desperately... It's just more copper. Oh my god. Chat. Do I just... Okay, so here's a legitimate question. Do I just mine all of this copper and sell it? Hold on, is that a city? The planet does have unknown norns, we checked, yeah. What the? What the? Made it seem like something was here. We chased a number all the way here, friends. Where did it go? What are you? Natural Canyon. Oh, Natural Canyon. Okay, so this lures you towards sort of features. Meteor crater. Okay. Oh, very sorry. As things are starting to click in this game, and then yeah, there's still 2 unknown minerals, right? So you head towards points of interest, and they tend to have large clusters of resources once you get there. Very, very, very interesting. You'd just be tempted to jump back to the first system. I mean, there's like 7 other planets here that we haven't been to yet. Hey! Ferris. Big Ferris. I got a problem with big brass, but I don't have a problem with big Ferris outcroppings. So we all in agreement that nuggets are worth more than ore. Is that correct? Did I make this up? I need to make some kind of Ferris wheel. Don't you mean barrel roll? No, sorry. Nuggets are more content rich than the ores. And if there's one thing you know I love, it's content. Nuggets are more weight efficient. Okay, but not worth as much. Which were the ones that smelted better? All right, let's let this cool off. So inventory, right? So the nugget, I have 14 of these and they weigh 14. I have 2 iron ore and they weigh 5 each. Wow. Let's do one more science. Let's get it back to the, let's get it back to space. And just double check everything just to make sure. Ooh, halamatate. I've just given up trying to pronounce any of these. Hematite? Isn't that an Egyptian god? Hakuna Matata to you as well. Hama Matite. What a wonderful phrase. Is this the special demo version? Yes. Same route as hemoglobin. Interesting. Supposed to write more in my LARP book, but I think I want to give this game a try. Nice. The demo that exists on Steam, that is free, does not let you get as far as this, which is kind of interesting. But you can always wish list it, and you know, maybe doing it through the old sponsor link. Make me look good, winky face. 1 bar is 10 inventory of ore, or 4 of nuggies by mass. Interesting. Not enough battery. If you're just joining, if you haven't seen this yet, just take a second as we fly into the space station. Take a second and just appreciate the scale of how big this station is. This might be one of the cooler space stations I've ever seen in a video game. You might know hematite as those dark black magnetic rocks. Interesting. Try not to hit another light. I'm gonna hit every light just to hurt myself. No, I'm watching out for them. I honestly didn't even think those lights would have hitboxes, Inkslayer. Oh, Kit's picked it back up? Okay, thank you. Hema comes from the Greek word for blood, because when you polish the rock, the water becomes blood red. Oh, because of iron flaking off it, right? Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, you see all these lights? Well, the real thing they're lighting up is pain. Look at the scale of this, all right? You drive up, you're like, oh, it's not that big. And then you get inside and you're like, wait, hold on a second. And then you look at the size of the docks up ahead and how small the spaceship is in comparison to it. What an incredible job of scale. What an incredible job of scale here, right? Oh. Give me a second. Let me go talk to the mining bureau, because apparently I missed that quest. So let's take the elevator down to the mining bureau. All right, please remember that we parked in dock. Oh God. Oh, it shows where our ship is. Thank goodness. Welcome to the mining bureau. Follow the line. First time, this is the company's mining bureau. We collect information regarding the sector and its resources. There's information we can sell and information we can buy. Tell me more. 2 types of people in this world. Those who find the ore and those who need the ore. We help connect those 2 people. Whatever your deal is, there's a high chance we can help you somehow. But since it's your first time here, you'll have to follow a little protocol first, so that we know you're serious. And so you know that we are. I accept. It's going to tell me to go mine stuff, and I'm going to be so disappointed in myself. That was weird. Why can't I accept it? Ah, I found the problem. Okay. A little bit of a server issue. Better, definitely better than we were accidentally on the European servers, but still a little bit of a server hitch. Any second. We've been having a couple of like very minor connection issues. Options, change region, America, connect to server. Video games are basically magic, and we're lucky that we have them. It's okay if sometimes they've got quirks. Hello! Give me your quest. There we go. We give you the name of a resource, and you show us you can find it. Get paid. Okay. Gather 2 of the following items. Talk to the prospecting agent at the mining bureau and buy the coordinates for the specific items. A carbon, silicate, and pyrite. Tell us what you're looking for. I'm looking for A carbon. Oh my God. It's so expensive. The requested resource can be found in, oh, it's in a different system. Back in fish tape. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, so this is what, okay. Suspect the server issues why the demo ends where it does. Well, I imagine they're not quite ready for like a full server slam. You know what I mean? And so yeah, like keep it offline. Don't worry about servers. Just kind of hang out the area, get a feel for it, right? I did the concept in basic 3D for the station. I really wanted to nail the scale, so it's much appreciated. No kidding. Oh, that's so cool, Rage Quit. Oh. Well, there was the no context thanks before, so I didn't really know what you're thanking me for. Yeah, the station is awesome. I love the station. Good for you. Huge. Yeah, like legit, this is one of, I mean, I'm not just trying to flatter you. This is one of the favorite stations I think I've seen in a game. It's like legitimately delightful. It's so big and really helps you feel like appreciate the sense of scale of just how how big everything in space is, right? Sometimes it's kind of tough because your agency in this character is the ship, and you tend to think of the ship as being like person-sized, right? Tuning the speed and the pace of the entrance was quite fun. Nice. Yeah, when you turn around and you look back, the entrance feels cavernous. It feels massive, but the little detail of like the little ships flying around in the background to be like, oh wait, oh geez, I think really helps to sell it. One of my friends was one of the artists on Hardspace Shipbreaker. And she's like, yeah, I made the kitchen, like the kitchen asset. And I was like, thanks, it's cursed. And she's like, yeah. All right, so we want to try and upgrade our mining laser. How do we do that? One simple mining laser, please. Requires a small module kit and 2 crystalline focuses. So I need wire for that. Yeah, the coffee brewer was so upsetting. I'm still mad at her. I wanted to get the feel that you'll crash on the central pillar OG Star Tour style. Neat. Okay, the mining laser. I need a small module kit. For a small module kit, I need 20 and 10. I hope I can get there. Announcer's voice. You could, in fact, not get there. So what am I missing? 20 and 10. I have none wires? I have none wires? What's up with that? How could I have none wires? Oh my God, all of that hunting for iron and I'm short copper is an incredible realization. You want to charge me $16 per. I hate you. I hate you so much. It only sells for 3 credits? Oh my God. I'm going to sell these resources. I don't know what I'm using them for anyways. Wait, this is worth good stuff. The Kalanite, it's worth good stuff. Hematite, oh my God, the Malachite's worth 40. I like that it mentions ancient Egypt and Maya Mesoamerica. You're like, what? All right. No, let's sell some stuff. Let's make some money. It feels bad. I'll hold on to the stuff for now. I do want to get rid of the ore, though. We're only going to hold on to nuggies. Smelt the malachite for copper? Can I do that? I can't do that. That is not an option. I haven't played many space games since Elite Dangerous days, but I'm looking forward to getting into this. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sell this for cash money, chat. I'm going to hold on to these because I might need them, you know? Well, back to the old drawing board, chat. Yeah, so for those of you who weren't here for the earlier conversation, we're talking about the scale of stuff. Like, look at that, right? You can see the size of the ships flying in the background to really impress upon... Oh, sorry, the ground is moving? Oh, I don't like that. To really impress upon you, like, the size of the scale of this place, right? You're like, oh, we're just a real little guy. Okay, the ground moving is... All right, back to a planet with a bunch of copper. Maybe I should have upgraded. I wanted to upgrade the mining laser first, but maybe what we really should have focused on was the, does Janus? Can I see? Janus. Yeah, Janus is the one that's covered in copper. There was Janus 1, which is slightly further. Janus has copper and iron, but let's just go to Janus 1. It's closer here. Wouldn't have much money to spend. Don't damage the ship. You fly into one space light bulb, and all of a sudden the backseaters come out. Yeah, Joe, I'll be careful, my love. You get in one little accident. Jeez. They didn't want to talk about Gandalfing wrong. You can Gandalf wrong? Speaking of space games, did you see that No Man's Sky also got yet another absolutely enormous update? And you're like, you guys can stop. You've proved your point. You don't need to release a free major update every 4 months for the rest of your life, okay? We get it. We get it. Are you all copper? Nice. All right, we want that good brassy outcropping. You get one little accident, your Joe gets scared and sends you off to live with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air. I don't know if I want to live in... Is Bel Air in California? Kind of just vibing in Canada right now, you know? It is in there. Where is Bel Air? Is it near LA? It's in LA. Huh. The going theory is all the recent updates are just them testing systems for light no fire. I mean, that's kind of sick too, though, right? Does Serge know it was a Fresh Prince reference? Huh? No, I knew that. I just don't know where Bel Air is. Look, if you're trying to send me off to live with my auntie and uncle somewhere, like at least make it somewhere nice. I haven't heard very nice things about LA. Everybody I know who lives in LA hates living in LA. And even if it's like a fancy neighborhood of LA, you know, seems not great. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, all right? All right, we're gonna mine until we have completely full bag. And then hopefully, this lets us get through at least 2 of the upgrades that we need to do. You know what I mean? It is somewhere nice. LA County is massive and contains both fantastic wealth and an endless sea of despair. Yeah, but one of those sounds bad. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's one of those things that you can put on 2 sides of a scale and be like, you know what, it all checks out. It's all balances, you know? You know? You try not to judge places. Oh, it's so easy though. I judge places all the time. If you don't have good coffee, you're in my bad books. That's true though. What you doing having no good coffee? Get some self-respect and some good coffee. All right, we're at 99. $94. Want to drop the heavy one? This is why I'm a magic judge, so I can judge places. Exactly. Single origin beans are so good, and I drink tea more than coffee. You know, you could change that. You can also just drink more coffee. Next episode, Serge visits England and complain. I drank some great coffee in England. I did a whole write-up. I had a wonderful coffee tour in London. A friend and I went and drank way too much coffee one day. God, I think we hit, I want to say like 6 or 7 cafes in one day. You can take coffee and replace it with what you enjoy, like waffles or sandy beaches. Yeah! Any place that doesn't have sandy waffle beaches, you can hate. That's what Joe's teaching you. James Bond liked coffee more than tea. I thought his drink of choice was the martini. I don't remember him drinking anything other than martinis, actually. Come here to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Best coffee is at the cafe at work. All single origin Brazil. Yo. So I had the opportunity to go to Spain a couple of years ago. I was in Barcelona at a magic convention, and it was so funny because all of these, overwhelmingly, the number one group of people I met when I was in Spain was Portuguese magic fans. And the Portuguese people would come up to me and they'd be like, what do you think of the coffee? I'm not going to try and do an accent. They're like, what do you think of the coffee? I'm like, it's pretty good. And they're like, no, it's crap. You want good coffee? You come to Portugal. And I was like, whoa, what? But it, like the turn, like, how's the coffee? I'm like, it's good. They're like, no. So yeah, I love that, Eduardo. I also love that you work for, a Brazilian place. That's sick. I love that. All right, to the shipyard. Having martinis. Yeah, I can't wait for the episode of Bond where he has to pass all the kidney stones because all he does is drink martinis. Next time, go to Portugal. I mean, MagicCon Portugal, I'm in. You want to go to Portugal so bad? Seems great. Mm. Can I? Auto crafting activated, right? Can I queue this in such a way? What if I hold smelt? No. I don't understand what auto craft activated means. Oh, there we go. Look, no hands, chat. All right, to the upgrades. So we were working on the simple mining laser, which required one small module kit, which required wires. So one small module kit, please and thank you. And that becomes... one simple mining laser, which is an upgrade. I wonder what I do with the old one. I wonder if I can sell it. Let's find out. Let's upgrade this component first, and we'll take a look at the other ones. Now, actually, do I even have the ability to craft the other ones? Cargo accommodations, $100. So it gets us the small cargo hold and some lights and stuff. Unnecessary features, decorative access. Okay, the electric motor. This feels like flywheel battery. That feels like the sort of stuff that we, you know. The simple mining laser, the overclocked mining laser. This optical module amplifies light. No. Maybe the simple resource detector is better. Let's go find out what's on our ship right now. Nuggets are 1-to-1 with bars? No. Nuggets were not 1-to-1 with bars. It was 4-to-1. So in the smelter, copper ore is 2-to-1. A nugget is 4-to-1. And that's the same math for iron. So this is my bad laser, crude mining laser. Oh, I did not mean to pull out a battery. So there's our battery. And we have the simple laser up top. Now, where did the other one go? Where did I pulled it over here. Store. What do I do with this? How do I put this away? How do I... Trash can on the top right? I don't want to destroy it, though. Oh, it does. It puts it away. Ah, there we go. Thank you. So a trash can is not the most intuitive icon for that. That makes me worry I'm deleting it, right? Okay, so we've upgraded that. I'm curious, can we see the stats? System requirement 100 SP. System requirement 100 SP. Patch slots 1. This has no patch slots. Supposedly this is better. Serge, I'm making coffee and it's your fault. You're welcome. We roasted a new bean this month. That's awesome. Honey chocolate and Damascus. Ooh. So what do you... Ooh, beacon data. An experimental method of high-speed communication. This device can instantly pick up the position of the beacon with which it's paired. It says it's unsellable. And yet, no. Oh, cool. I can sell this for $50. Can't wait for them to be like, you fool. You absolute melon. You needed that. All right, so I crafted one of the enhancements. So let's try and make a better cargo now. So let's double check this. Increase your hull cargo size. So. If I wanted to do that, I'd go to cargo accommodations. I would buy this. And now that I'm here, I would go to cargo accommodations. And that costs me 1 small module kit, 6 metal sheets. Fascinating. How do I make metal sheets? Asteroid mining. Oh, that's cool. What's a man gotta do to get some metal sheets? Okay, so they're there. They are in that component. And, oh, they're at the top here. Okay, great. I can make a metal sheet. 1 iron ingot makes me 2 iron sheets. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Now I need to make 1 small module kit. Another one of these, eh? And then how many do I need? I need 20 nuts and bolts. Uh-oh. I can make 16 of these. You know what? I'm gonna buy the last couple. I need to buy 4 more. Let's see what's cheaper. That's all I can buy. All right. Oh, what a ripoff. 20 bucks? Oh my God. They are hosing us with these prices, chat. You wouldn't download a car. So on the plus side, I think this is a massive, massive upgrade. I think once we install this, we like double the size of what we have. All right, where do I put you? There you go. And now I think we go back to planet number 2 and then we profit. So I want to check out the new stuff that we do. This is probably our last sort of like mining session exploration for the day, because I just looked over and I realized we've been live already almost 6.5 hours. I just got a very tired yeah from Joe from the other room. It's been a banger of streams. Oh, awesome. I hope you've been enjoying the sponsored content as well, friends. Now that now that I'm on the correct version of the game, embarrassing. This is really interesting. I'm a little sad it looks like we haven't even got to the base building component, but this game seems like it's enormous. It seems ginormous. Like the whole trailer of the game is showing like setting up factories on worlds and stuff like that. I wonder if I actually enjoy this format maybe more than something like No Man's Sky. The upgrade and progression system seems really fascinating. The progression does seem a little bit slow right now, especially if the end game is going to be like building a factory and building it all out. But like, who knows what that actual is going to look like? That's all just speculation at this point, right? You know? Low battery. The one concern I have is the time between planets and stations start to feel pretty long. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, once you set up a factory, right? There's a chance that you just kind of, I don't want to say invalidate, but absolutely eliminate a lot of this stuff. And then what you do end up doing is you probably end up going on missions to explore for specific materials and stuff that you need, while you just produce like infinite amounts of, I don't know, iron and copper or whatever. Honey Banani, what's up, friend? Thank you for the 83. Really appreciate you. You think the on-foot part of No Man's Sky is one of the weakest? No Man's Sky is really interesting because it's like a whole bunch of different games all kind of sandwiched into one. And I wonder if No Man's Sky suffers from the World of Warcraft syndrome of I don't have a very good segue into the story other than there was like a dev diary responding to criticisms from the community of how like players always feel like they're being ignored. They're like, who's this patch for? What are you doing? You're ignoring, and they claim the majority of players. And the dev was like, look, all right, let me break it down for you. This is how many of you mythic raid. This is how many of you do like end game raids. This is how many of you are into the Pokemon mini game. This is how many of you are LARPers. This is how many of you are like RPers, etc., 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 etc. It's like, I regret to inform you that this game is so big, there is actually no definition. There is no singular majority of players who do stuff like that. And so like, we recognize we're in this very weird position where we offer something that lots of people like to do, but no one thing that everybody likes to do. And so we try and like rotate around who updates are for. And I wonder if No Man's Sky is kind of like that at this point, right? Because it's got, do you want to be like a giant freight ship and just do trade stuff? They have a city management game now. Do you want to stomp around the planet as a big robo? You can go into like ghost freighters and do like first person shooter stuff like that. Do you want to be a zoologist, right? So I'm really curious like where they wound up. I realized I was mining the bad stuff and I only want to get the good stuff. Because I bet you, like, there's got to be somebody out there who's like, yeah, you know what? My favorite part is walking around on foot and taking pictures of trees, right? You're like, that's valid. That's totally valid. I wonder if I can mine some of these new resources too. A lot of game in that game. Yeah. Anyways, the point of that being, in this game, we haven't even got to the part where you like walk around and build factory stuff yet. And that's the part that is very intriguing to me. A game with clouds. Careful flying into the clouds because you actually go like full blind. It's kind of funny. You can't see anything. Like, look at this, right? You're like, oh yeah, I just can't see. And you'd think a spaceship might have sensors or something like that, but it's very funny. All right, what do we got here? So. Accurate. We're a spaceship. Can't a spaceship have like a sensor or whatever? Oh, okay, we're mining quartz from this. That's cool. At least they don't damage you. Oh, what? Why did this have 7 copper nuggies? So if we're getting rid of nuggies, let's drop all of the ore, because the ore is not worth its inventory space. Can I land? I don't know if I can. Last time I touched the ground, I took damage. So chalcopyrite, okay. And copper ore. Ore is bad. We'll get rid of it later. So this is one of the quest items we needed to find. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the game Wait, what happened to my pyrite? Did I only get one? I thought I got two. Rage Quit is one of the artists who worked on this game, and now we're on the planet. Huh? Yeah, I guess it just wasn't relevant. Wow. Hi, Molly. You made it further than you did? Did I? I don't know. Okay, I can't mine this anymore. No! Oh, that's why I couldn't mine it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've been having some minor server issues, which is such a bummer, but that's okay. Maybe it's just because I have rage quit in chat. I think that's the diff. Game? Game, come back. You can blame it all on me. Game, come back. You know, maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is the game being like, Serge, we're giving you a break. You've been going for too long and we're worried about your well-being. So we'll put in a little pause here for you. You know what? Let's call it there for the day, friends. This has been fun. This has been super fun. I have really quite enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed this hashtag sponsored section of SpaceCraft. I quite enjoyed this game. You can hit _sponsor, !spacecraft in the chat. It'll bring up some information. If this is the sort of thing that you want to check out, give it a little look-see on Steam. Give it a little wish list, you know? All right, give me a second here just to make sure I can hit all my other points. Molly's just looking at Serge being like, who is this clown? How is he so professional? All right, let's hit some talking points here. SpaceCraft is currently in beta with an ongoing playtest that started in November. We're checking out sort of the demo version there. This is different from the free demo that you can check out on Steam. But if you had fun and you want to play around a little bit just to see how it feels, you can check that out right now. They are planning, we figured it out. They are planning an early access release for this game in Q2 of 2026. So that's coming up pretty quick. And then the goals of this game right now: explore the galaxy, discover and scan and mine a variety of resources using specialized tools and modules, eventually build bases, automate production lines, refine materials. It turns into a factory builder on top of this. And then Inkslayer kind of picked up on the language behind this, but it was join or create corporations to access shared resources and cooperative missions called requests. So it's kind of ambitious. They want to do like an MMO version of this whole thing where you can play together to fulfill like resource delivery quests. And that sounds fascinating. So check it out. How long is the demo? The demo is only the first system. So it's a little bit shorter from what you're looking at, but still seems, pretty cool. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really do appreciate this. I do want to thank SpaceCraft for taking the opportunity to sponsor the channel. I'm very picky with the sponsored content that I do pick, and I do think this was a good match, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. Yeah, if you had a good time, enjoyed the game, again, check it out, wishlist the game, do all that stuff. Also, if you're new and you had a good time, follow the channel. I'd love if you came on back. I really appreciate you being here, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, that's going to do it for today. You're all absolutely beautiful. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the subs and the bits and all the ways that you support me and the things that I do. I couldn't do without each and every one of you. So thank you for that, friends. Next stream is going to be tomorrow at 8 a.m. we're going to be back with more demos, more Next Fest stuff. All right, we're going to go raid Loading Ready Run. They're playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So go say hi to them. Go make a new friend. You're all beautiful. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.